brand name, Tim. It's a brand name.
No.
Yes, it is.
They're two different
Crayon
things.
is a brand name. And they make pencils and they make crayon.
Mikey, I don't care what they say. This slaps.
Thank you. And Crayola is a brand name. Crayon is not.
I love Tesla.
Yeah, it slaps.
I love Tesla.
I can say things slap if I
Oh,
want.
oh, girl, baby girl. Oh,
Oh,
Bill Poole is a shame. He's shameful.
He is. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Oh, sorry. Hold on. This is unprofessional. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Unboxed Politics. My name is Tim, and I would like to say that let's see if I can remember the blurb off the top of my head.
Oh.
This is this bin pod. Yeah. Wow. This bin network podcast is brought to you by our wonderful patrons on Patreon, for whom which we could not do this show because they keep the lights on.
Keep dancing. I'm coming. Keep dancing. I'm coming.
Tim, they keep the light on.
They keep the lights.
One.
Yeah,
the
we
light.
only have one
If
light.
only we could afford more lights.
If only we could afford
Yeah.
more than one light.
We'd
But
love to be able to afford a radio or something.
so we love the people who support us, and those people include Ollie for some reason,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and Russell Cannon, Hayden, Big on America, Claire Levert, and as always, friend of the show, Tons of Mice.
He's tons of mice.
And you too, podcast listeners, should patreon.com/thebinpodcast because we have new content up this week, and we will have and Mark is gonna dance for you on Patreon.
Oh my
Fuck
goodness.
that. Going out of town, Tim.
Hey, can you do
oh,
put stuff
oh,
on
girl,
Patreon?
baby girl.
I don't see why not.
Mark will
I
do
just
put
need-
stuff on Patreon.
Ollie needs
will.
to send me the maple syrup first.
What's the goddamn
No, I'm
button?
not sending you any Canadian maple syrup for that. Are you fucking kidding?
You heard what she said.
That's
Introduce
no,
your guest
sacrilege.
or your
So
pattern.
yeah, all right. Hold on one sec. What do we do on the show? We review politics and politics related videos. So I have co-hosts. Here they are. First we have
What's the
Mark.
goddamn button?
First,
You heard what she said.
and
That's
then
all
we
I
have
got.
yeah, that's all he's got. Then we have Ollie. I assume Ollie's next. There we go.
Keeping our elbows up, bud.
Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight.
And as always, super producer Mikey Feynman.
That's your data, dumbass.
Michael Steele just gives me life sometimes.
That's your data, dumbass.
And then there's me, and I have a sound.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not.
It gets me every time.
This showdy.
I don't care how many times I hear it. So we have. All right, guys. I have a little bit of pineapple for you. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's actually so this first video with Bill Maher and Bill Burr is actually Bill Maher getting his ass handed to him by Bill Burr.
That's good.
So it's only like a little bit of pineapple, and the rest of it is pretty good.
We can
You
hold
have
our
to-
nose.
You have to hear Bill Maher speak, but he's an idiot.
Clearly.
Generally.
Obviously.
Was that in doubt?
All right. Pushing the button.
Yeah.
What's the goddamn button? What's the goddamn button? You heard what she said.
Boston. But
Do you perform in Cambridge?
Cambridge.
That's where Harvard is. For a guy like
I
you,
know that.
that's got to be the Taj Mahal. I love that
I hate
bugs you.
Harvard. Are you kidding? Have you heard what's going on college campuses these
Oh,
days?
Lord.
I don't watch the news.
You don't realize that college campuses erupted with the kids demonstrating for Hamas? They are in with the
So
terrorists.
they were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause. Why? Are you?
I'm on the side of the kids.
Yeah, that's easy to say. You know, no one wants to see kids dead.
Oh,
This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who's actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
It's easy to say I'm for the kids. Who's not for the kids? It comes down to real hard-nosed decisions. Like a country.
Stop talking like you're a general.
A country got attacked. Israel got attacked.
I'm not saying that they didn't have a right to go back. I'm just sitting there going like, how do I look at
We're the only country in the world that they get attacked, and then as soon as they counterattack, it's like, well, we got to stop this shit now. Don't attack them. There's a very simple solution to all this problem in the Middle East. Stop attacking Israel.
Hey, you
Stop
just solved
attacking
it.
Israel.
You just
I did.
solved it.
I actually
there
did.
There you go. That's fantastic.
Anyway.
All right.
We don't need to get onto that.
Let's go to Russia and the Ukraine. How do you solve that one, Bill? Let me hear your hard-nosed decision about that. Well, let me ask you a question. How is war still legal? All this shit that's been canceled.
Legal.
Why is that still fucking legal?
War's not
Would
legal.
you like a real answer to that? Because
War's not legal.
For something to be illegal, you have to have the capacity to enforce it. And you can't enforce against war, or else you have to go to war with the country that's going to war. And we don't want to go to war with Russia over Ukraine. What would be the sense of making it illegal? Oh, that's really going to stop Putin. No. To stop people from going to war, you have to also put boots.
You can't sit down and talk it out. Why can't Putin do a podcast with the head guy?
Okay. How long was this recorded?
This was a couple of weeks ago, I think.
10 months ago.
10 months ago. I was going to say,
thought it was a lot earlier than that.
Yeah, that
this
feels
is
like
before
a few
Trump
weeks,
got elected. Way
honestly.
before Trump got elected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Guy, like you just solved the Middle East on a podcast. Why can't they solve what they're doing on a podcast?
This is why this is not your thing.
Make some hard-nosed decisions. It's not your thing. It's what you.
It is my thing.
It isn't your thing.
This is not
it
your
isn't.
thing.
You're like that guy that has a fantasy football team and thinks he's a fucking GM.
No.
You told him it's not his thing.
That's exactly what it is. Like, why am I fucking listening to you like you've done something? What have you done in Washington? Nothing.
No, I would never go to Washington.
It's beneath you.
No, it would. Look.
You would be the coolest fucking guy in Washington. You showed up with those boots
it would be so
and no
easy.
tie. They'd be like, oh my God.
It'd be so easy to be.
Did Kevin Bacon just come back to that footloose town?
Kevin Bacon.
Teach him how to dance, Bill.
Yeah, I absolutely could.
You fucking get off your little private jet. I have a TV show.
And you travel Southwest, is that right, Bill?
I love Southwest.
Really?
I love the order.
Is that how you travel?
I love Southwest.
Do you travel?
I like how normal Bill is.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is so undeterred by this guy's pretentiousness. He thinks it's annoying and funny at the same time.
How
He's
many fucks does he give? -6.
just... Survey says.
For most things, well,
He gives
a lot.
zero
He's got some
fucks.
bad ideas too.
Commercial?
Most of the time, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bigger plane, better pilots. You don't get knocked around as much. You ride in a fucking Cadillac. The only thing that sucks about commercial is boarding. That's it. Once you're there and you got your fucking shit up there, you're flying first class, which all first class is, if you've never flown it, is they treat you like a human being. Those are the animals in the back. They just throw you back there. That was my whole career. Working my way up to being treated like... Remember the DC-9 when you'd sit there and your window didn't open because there was an engine there? You don't remember that?
I can't.
How about that last row in the DC-9? The window doesn't open. There's an engine right there, and then right across from you is the bathroom. And you got to listen to another human being take a fucking shit behind one of those things starlets used to get undressed behind.
I'm still stuck on you.
The fucking screen. The bamboo screen.
Never invite a comedian onto your show.
Oh my God. I can
whose
listen
show
to it
is
forever.
this?
I don't know what this
Bill
is. Bill
Maher's.
Maher's show, by the way. This is Bill Maher's
Okay.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
I could listen to Bill Burr rip him to shreds forever.
He's a good ranter, man. He gets in the pocket and he stays there. That's so good.
He does.
So good. Should we keep
well-
going? I don't know how much we can play of this.
Let's give it another minute and then we'll review.
All right.
Defending
Stuck on you.
Still stuck on you defending commercial flights as better. Now, you can make the case that it's wrong to fly private. I get that. But I've never heard anyone make the case that it's actually better to be on Delta. That's kind of kooky.
Oh, no,
No?
I hate Delta. Delta's the fucking worst.
I bet you fly private more than you're letting on.
Listen, I listen.
But-
If I have to go somewhere and I don't have enough time to get there,
Oh, suddenly we've got an exception.
no, I said mainly I fly commercial.
Well, you're an idiot. You shouldn't.
Fucking
You know what? It's-
idiot.
What was this? If I don't agree with you, I'm an
Just call
idiot.
somebody a idiot.
You're right. I apologize.
Jackass.
Fucking John Varvatos shirt. You're not young.
John,
Put on a sweater, for fuck's sakes.
Put on a sweater. Why? I have to be.
At your age.
Where's your sweater vest?
That's
Oh,
pretty
man.
good. Poll
Yeah,
in the
that's-
chat. Who among the two is the richest? It's 1:30 in the morning, so can only stay up half an hour. Watch us say morning, gents. Hey, thanks for hanging out. The skeleton crew, the night crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
We
night
love
crew.
you.
I'm pretty sure Bill Maher is richer than Bill Burr
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
because he's got an HBO show that he's been doing for fucking ever.
At least 15 years, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he makes HBO money. He makes like John
Yeah.
Oliver HBO money, but he's been doing it longer. So, and he basically does stand up on the side at this point.
Yep.
So,
he does his show for like half a year.
140
and 4
million.
or 5 things.
For Bill.
140 million? Really?
Yeah, for Bill
Who,
Maher.
Maher?
God, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Bill
Bill
Burr-
Burr's at about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, rich comedians are rich comedians, but Bill Maher has been far richer for far longer.
And it shows.
Yep.
So, gentlemen, we'll make this semi quick since we're gonna rate both of them. Bill Burr on content.
A.
I think that was high grade shit. That shit was pretty
Yeah.
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
He was very funny. He didn't really say much of consequence, but yeah, he was funny as fuck. He was just lightning in a bottle every time he needed to say something. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's because I think he's got the common man comedian approach. So his thing, his anti-war stance is, I'm on the side of kids. Oh, so fucking. Oh yeah, so fucking brave of you over there. Like, and then he just immediately like points out
For the Accurage.
Yeah, he points out the immediate absurdity of Bill Maher's. Like, well, this is what needs to happen. He's like, no, I'm just for the kids. And how about we just look out for the kids, and then everything will be all right.
Yep.
So it's dense and filled with nuance, but he keeps it short and gets the fuck out of the way because he's a good comedian.
Yeah.
That's also
I'd like to see what Bill Maher's saying nowadays. I'd like to see something reason with him.
The same exact shit, I'm sure.
Yep.
Bill Maher is.
He knows where
So-
his bread is
Not
buttered.
Maher, Burr.
Oh, Burr.
Oh,
Burr
he's
is
on the
doing-
same shit.
He's on the same shit. He's
He
saying.
doesn't change his opinions.
No.
In fact, I think Bill Burr has become radicalized by Elon Musk
Yeah.
because
Has he?
he
Yeah.
fucking hates Elon Musk and therefore millionaires and billionaires,
He's,
even though he is one.
But he's
someone
he's a little fish in the big pond.
someone commented that Bill Burr is gonna accidentally lead us into a revolution, but be fucking irritated about it the entire time because he doesn't want to be like he doesn't want to be like this leader, but it's just gonna happen, and he's gonna be fucking pissed about it the whole time.
That makes sense.
Oh, I thought that was pretty.
We got a Scott and a Russell now in chat. too.
Russell.
One's in the chat. Bill
And Scott.
Maher content.
Bit of garbage in there.
-6.
Trying to get a
Oh.
shot of each of them here.
He oozes pretentious jackass.
He does, but
That is
we're
true.
just going on the
This is a good
content,
comment.
not the presentation.
There we go. Look, there's
Yeah.
the face.
There we go. Yeah, just the words he said. I mean, the words he said were pretentious jackass.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like he said, "Oh, you know about the whole flying private." He's like, "I always fly pirate," or like all the stuff he said about Gaza, and he doesn't see. He hates all Muslims.
Yes.
Kind
This
of
is-
does. I agree.
This
with
is
you
a
there.
this is a known fact about Bill Maher forever.
Islamophobic.
But that's okay. Wait, is it? No.
No,
it's not.
Sorry.
Anyone else getting tired of celebrity millionaires telling us what's wrong?
Yeah, right.
I'll drink to that.
So I'm gonna give him a D. Like, he's coherent, but he's wrong.
Yes,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. He's giving
Next.
D vibes for sure.
Ugh.
Could he have been scummier? Yes.
All right, now we get on to delivery. Bill Burr delivery.
Yes, he was fired again.
And within about 3 or 4 seconds, I was covered with bodies.
What was the question?
Bill Burr delivery.
Oh, Bill Burr. Switch.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go with an A again.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Oh.
Like, sometimes he gets a little bit funnier on stage, but that's right in his wheelhouse of punching bagging the shit out of him. What is going on?
Yeah,
out there?
punching up with force.
Sounds like you have a kid wrestling with somebody.
Yeah, it sounds like your child is wrestling your dog.
Did we lose Mikey?
Please hold.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, as a comedian myself, I like Bill Burr. He's punchy. He doesn't fuck around, and like Mikey was saying before, his jokes are not long. They're short jokes.
No,
and
he's at you.
He's very precise. He has precision strikes. He'll just get you, and then get out.
He's the comedian. He's a comedian. He's the comedian equivalent of Spike Spiegel.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sure who that is.
Oh,
Cowboy
Ollie,
Bebop?
you got to watch Cowboy Bebop with us. Most amazing anime ever.
Yes, I've heard that before. And isn't there 10,000 episodes?
No,
there's 25,000
total. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of the other one then. There was another one Mikey was telling me about that had thousands of episodes. Or
that's
something.
Naruto.
Okay.
Naruto does have a lot of episodes.
Oh.
That's not even including like the spin-off one, right?
It's not quite a spinoff. I mean, it's this kid, but he's in it.
Yeah.
So there's 25 episodes? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll sit down and watch it with you. Mikey, I'll sit down and watch it with you. I'll watch 2 episodes for every one episode.
Firefly. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Oh my god.
I knew that was coming.
Oh my god. Anyway, Bill Maher delivery.
Yeah.
Smarmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I mean,
very Joffrey-esque.
C.
I was gonna give a C- because every time he made a douchey point, he would just get smacked around and apologize. So he didn't even have any backbone behind his shitty statements.
I'm gonna rock with the C because he did laugh at himself being made fun of, and he could have been like a crybaby bitch and you can't say that about. He could have got real offended, but he laughed when he knew he was got. So I guess I can't.
Yeah.
That's fair, I guess.
He likes getting smacked around, and that's probably why he makes us sick.
This isn't Is this presentation? Is that what you said?
Delivery.
No, delivery. Well, we can do presentation right now. Bill Burr presentation.
Well, he's dressed like fucking crap.
I think this is a perfect image.
He's just like crap.
He's dog shit. No.
Yeah.
He's dressed like he just walked in off the street.
Yeah. And he's smoking a big cigar. Although he's got a really expensive watch on.
Head shaves clean.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't give him any more than a C. Yeah.
I mean, that's an A to B class comedian attire. I mean, what did you? I mean, he's not gonna wear a suit like John Mulaney. You know what I'm saying?
He's got to do a bit more than that.
Well, Mikey does have a point. That's his style, right? Bill Burr doesn't dress up fancy. He's not.
His whole shtick is he does not care. He does not care. That's the thing.
Yeah, and once again, as a comedian, you're supposed to build a persona. Then that includes your style and what you wear. So
yeah, I mean, still, if his persona is to present himself as trashy, then you rate him on that. He's trashy.
He's got the same outfit you got on right now.
No, he does. I'm wearing a collared shirt
in the house.
That does not help your argument at all.
Right, you don't want to wear a collared shirt at home.
To be fair, I always wear a collared shirt.
So what you gonna do with this?
I think I have 3 T-shirts.
Hold on, man. Hold on. So what you saying about all of us? We wear T-shirts all the time. You think we look trashy, Ollie? Is that what you're getting at?
No, you guys don't wear wrinkled, crappy T-shirts that are fucking with the collars all stretched out of shape and
we
stuff.
don't iron our T-shirts. Right? These motherfuckers are dry or tossed.
He looks like he's been wearing that shirt for 3 days straight. Come on.
Now he's wearing it for 3 days straight. Ollie's over here dying on this hill. Look at that. Look at this. There's no wrinkles in this shirt. That's one of those nice T-shirts.
I can neither confirm nor deny the fact that I'm even wearing a T-shirt. So
Tim had to check.
I thank you very much, but I'm even wearing my Baja Con T-shirt. Baja Con 2025. See you guys there if you're going.
I'm gonna give Bill Burr. Mikey convinced me. I'm gonna give him a B.
I'm giving him a C. Sticking with my C.
Hater. Ollie hates fucking T-shirts, man. He hates them. And I think this is one of those like lycra shirts.
If you're gonna wear a T-shirt, at least wear one with some picture or image or something on it.
This is a podcast show. That doesn't matter.
He's not promoting shit.
Yeah, like if this was,
then be funny with it.
If it was the HBO show, then I could see an argument for wearing maybe something a little nicer.
No.
But this is a relaxed podcast.
Yeah, he's at his house, I think.
Talk about session. So it's.
Yeah, they're getting super high while doing this.
Correct. Well, he is. Bill's smoking a cigar, so maybe not.
Yeah. But Bill Maher, definitely.
Bill Maher smoking a joint. Yeah, it was pretty plain.
So I did a little Google image search here, and it looks like Bill Burr is usually wearing either a long sleeve shirt, a T-shirt, or a T-shirt with a cardigan over it. Those are his only styles.
He's the everyman.
Okay.
He's my hero.
It looks like it, and he'll wear a suit to like award shows apparently, but that's about it.
Okay.
That's in your search history forever.
He looked better in a stormtrooper fucking outfit, dude. So.
You want him to wear that
just to balance out Ollie's C.
You want him to go get his stormtrooper costume?
Then I'm going down to a D.
S.
F.
All right, guys. All right.
SS.
Calm down.
Girls, you're both pretty.
Bill Maher on presentation. Now, also factor into this that this is Bill Maher's podcast. This is Bill Maher's set.
Yep.
This is the style that he wants.
I don't like the chairs that much, but that's just a personal taste. I mean, I don't like that ride of color. But I mean, other than that, I think the set is good. It's clean. There's a lot of junk on that table, honestly, now that I'm looking at it.
Russell adds bonus points for having an ice bucket on set to cool the drinks.
Yeah. So, and the fact that he's drinking and smoking a blunt, and I got to give this is the best category Bill has, right? So I'm going to give him an A.
So this is Judgment Thursday. Yes, this is Unboxed Politics. We're rating these videos.
So this is Judgment Thursday. Yes. That was an alternate name for the show, Judgment Thursday.
That's the subtitle of the
Politics show. Because it's, a little bit, it's a little less judgy, but we're pretty judgy. I've been told that we're pretty judgy.
Yeah, and we're not judging the women on their appearance anymore, right, boys?
Anymore.
Not allowed.
What are women?
Stop.
I walked right into a bear trap on that one.
I couldn't. I tried to pull, but then no one. They just pulled me with them into the bear trap.
So, I'm gonna give Bill a C here. I don't like his outfit. It's not
C.
Cool, man.
Okay.
He's dressed like he's from the fucking 70s.
Yeah, what? I think Bill Maher looks worse outfit wise than Bill Burr. Sorry, dude.
Wow.
Like, what is this? Yeah, is he going discoing? Is that what this is? Is he going out dancing tonight?
Maybe.
Yeah, I doubt it.
He doesn't dance.
I doubt it. His rickety ass.
He is too white for it.
See, the funny part is when Bill Burr told him to act his age. his outfit does match his age.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And that little smarmy smile, yeah, that's -2 points.
And finally,
that's vibes. So.
Ugh.
And finally, Bill Burr vibes.
Give him an A.
That's an A for sure.
He was all about it tonight. Yeah. I mean, he didn't say a whole lot of consequence, but what he did say was just electric. So.
And he got the Jordan. And he got the Jordan 2s on.
Yeah, that's what those are.
Yeah.
He's big into the sneakers. Like, he's a sneakerhead. So.
I mean, and they're in that super nice gray and maroon colorway to kiss off the gray T-shirt. I don't know. It's kind of a vibe. That's an A.
He's vivid.
And finally, Bill Maher on vibes.
On vibes. So no, he once again felt ugly. I'm gonna give D.
That uncle that drinks too much and gets handsy.
Yeah. He seems like that uncle who just like rants about Israel at the dinner table.
That one same rant every time he has 4 drinks at Thanksgiving for the last 25 years.
I'll also go with D.
D.
Yep.
Disgusted?
D in this case does not stand for disc golf.
What do we got next?
Dublin Donkey.
Next up is Congressman Mike Flood.
Yes.
Flood.
I tried to skip most of the awkward camera angle, but you need a little bit of it for context.
Personally stomach that decision.
Is this a Republican or a Democrat?
A Republican.
He's responding. I think she was asking about like the Doge cuts and like what's been going on, and she's like, "How can you stomach what's been happening?" And his response:
"Oh boy,
anybody that has been through a close relative or a friend or a family member with cancer knows how deeply personal that is." And I have had that experience with my own work. So yes, I do know what that process is like. Here's where we're at. We're at the dawn of a new presidential administration. The 119th Congress is about 60 days in. We have
done shit.
Oh, this is about them cutting cancer research. And then his wife died of cancer or has cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which makes his answer all the worse.
It is looking at
there it is.
The funding that's available for research, and in some cases that funding has either been identified or suspended or is on hold or has been terminated. I don't believe we're in a process today at this moment to say in any way that medical research funding is going away. I support medical research funding. If it is currently paused, if there is a concern, we take those up individually, and ultimately where we need to go is to a balanced budget. A balanced budget where we...
Let the poor
How can
die.
you be against a balanced budget?
For shame.
How can you be against a balanced budget? Shame! All right.
Tax the rich.
What's that I hear?
Tax the rich.
Is it tax the rich?
Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Tax the rich.
I think it's tax.
That's almost.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So your proposal to solve this is to tax the rich.
Yeah.
Woo. You got it.
So let's talk about this, because this is actually a very good point. If you look at President Joe Biden's last State of the Union address, he had a proposal called the millionaire's tax. President Biden proposed a millionaire's tax.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, if it was enacted, it would raise $50 billion a year.
Wrong.
That's about 200.
We have a fact check from earlier. Tim, do you recall? I think I remember what it was.
Yes. So
I thought it was,
the president's, I think he muted it and not paused it. And the tax plan was.
I didn't push anything to mute it.
Oh,
up here. Oh, it was tracking my mouse. There you go.
By the way.
So the million and billionaires tax was a 25% tax on anyone who made over $100 million a year. And that would, according to estimates, generate $500 billion in revenue a year.
A year.
In a single year. Instead of 50 billion like this idiot is claiming here. So, he was kind of fucking wrong.
I just left off a 0.
Yeah.
You just left off a 0.
So even your proposal to tax the rich fails wholeheartedly. Oh, and also, by the way, that would also hamper our nation's growth. If you're going to ask me... All right, next question.
Okay, we are going to move.
Not going to answer. He was tired of answering.
That was good.
Oh,
the crowd gets an S.
Yep.
Yeah, the crowd will get an honorable mention. Hold on, we'll put it in there. Honorable mentions. Mike Flood's crowd.
I like it.
They deserve it.
So Congressman Flood here, content for what the words he spoke.
Ugly. Yeah.
He was wrong.
Yeah, he lied.
So,
I feel like he knew. I feel like he
wrong.
I feel like he knew the right answer and he gave the wrong one on purpose. I think that's a lie.
Yeah.
He knows damn well that the only way that this country is getting out of this, if he knows anything about finance, is that the rich have to pay their fair share. That is not up for debate. They're undertaxed like a motherfucker compared to every other modernized, westernized country. They paid fucking pennies on the dollar over here. So
and if you go back to the
that's why they
Nixon
want to
era
come
of the
here.
United States, we used to tax 70 to 90% based on that kind of income. And wow, we didn't have trillions of dollars in deficit.
Mm-hmm.
Funny that.
Shocking.
Yeah. Funny that. So I'm gonna give him an F because he's lying, and also he's very dismissive of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like when he's like, "Oh, how could you be against a balanced budget, you fucking idiots?" And they start chanting "tax the rich." He's like, "Oh, you want to tax the rich, huh? Well, it wouldn't work.
It would only be $50 billion. Liar. Every
Unless
2
there was
weeks.
80 million of cancer research.
Right.
That'll do it.
The 80 million. Look, that's what he should have. I wish I could have got up to that screen. I'm like, okay, how much you say? 80 million. Okay, let's go to the millions column.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get that shot up because the people before don't know what we're talking about.
That's 1 day's interest on that balance sheet.
Here you go. Up on the screen. Oh, let's see. Can I go back a little more? There we go. Damn it. These camera people.
I saw it there for a second. It was 36 trillion.
Yeah.
He's got the federal debt up on there on a screen. There you go.
I ran on
national debt.
Stop your damn thing. Yeah, so I would just crawl up there and be like, okay, minus 400 or 40 million. Okay, we still got a lot to go here, man.
Mikey, carry the 3.
Oh shit. Okay, carry. God damn it.
The 3.
But
I need another
take
ladder.
500 billion off of that.
Yeah, 500
then
billion is.
Then the main
brings
number
that-
changes to
Yeah.
35.
Brings that number
It's
down a little
like,
bit, right?
Wow.
We'll pay it
that's
off
progress.
when I die.
I mean,
It sounds like 7 years, dude. What are you talking about?
so like with the deficit that we're currently running, which is different than the national debt, the deficit's about $1 trillion. So even taxing the rich at 25% extra at $100 million only brings deficit spending down by half. It's still not even touching the national debt. Like, this is the problem they're running into.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
defense spending?
we need to cut defense spending and then also tax the rich at the rates that they were taxed at between
Pre-Reagan.
Yeah, pre-Reagan, so that we can actually bring the debt down.
Russell Cannon. Oh, real quick. Russell Cannon in chat says he also conflated the Biden proposal with what the audience was proposing and saying that wouldn't be enough. Overlooked the possibility of modifying the Biden proposal. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Just totally.
Just double it.
Tax them extra. Like,
it's like you couldn't figure out that, oh, that didn't go far enough.
Right.
It barely worked.
There's almost no amount of government cuts that you can make, with the exception of Social Security and the federal, the Defense Department, where it would make a dent in deficit spending. And they're already going to go after Social Security.
Which is bullshit, because that money's already been, that money's already been pulled from people when they're going to be expecting that. Yeah,
I want all my money back that I put into it if I'm not going to get this program when I retire.
Yeah, pay us back.
And Scott in the chat's right. You don't even have to cut defense spending if you just tax the rich. If you just tax them and corporations, if you tax the rich and corporations at appropriate levels,
we'd be done.
You can get a budget surplus at current spending levels and pay down some debt.
Dude, just Amazon. Just imagine if Amazon had to, pay their proper, all of their permitting and have union labor and all that stuff. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Walmart and fucking Amazon force them to get union labor, which is going to lift up an entire class of people, and then make that fucking company pay their goddamn taxes. Both of them.
Stop subsidizing oil companies.
Right.
But the thing that Trump wants to do, and Mikey and I talked about this yesterday, is he wants to get rid of all taxes for anyone who makes under $150,000. Then
who's going to pay taxes?
Exactly.
No one. Literally nobody at that point.
We're going to balance transfer our debt to Canada. They've offered. We're taking up the request.
Wrong.
And I'm not talking about just income tax either. It's not just on your paycheck. It's not just the income tax. He also wants to get rid of the Medicare tax and Social Security tax.
Right.
So they can dismantle Social Security.
Yeah.
But see, they're saying dismantle Social Security. What they mean is they want to pocket the fund for Social Security. They want that chunk of money. That's what it is. They don't have nothing to do with these people don't earn it. They want that for themselves. And that's like our winter larder. That's where we're keeping our shit that when things go bad, we got something to eat. That's what that is. And they're trying to get in there because they want a snack right now.
And I would bet one of my kidneys.
Which one?
The bad one.
Sweet.
That they wouldn't actually sunset Social Security completely. They would modify it so that anyone that's 50 and under doesn't get it. And all the old people will continue to get it until they die to solidify that voting base.
Right.
The old people get to keep their money. The new generations are fucked.
Well, that is one of the article that I read. That is one of the proposals, is that there would be a cutoff on Social Security because it wouldn't be funded anymore after a certain point. Or they would make the retirement age impossibly high.
900.
Or they would just say, oh, no more Social Security. Just all together. Just be like, it's not going to happen anymore.
No, I was thinking they just turn it off. They just cut the tap and not tell people what the fuck's going on and just be like, well, figure it out.
And they already kind of did that when he set out those confusing orders to all the government agencies, and they're like, the fuck are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Efficient.
All right, let's bring this back to Congressman Flood here and his delivery.
F.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lied to the people.
He just straight up bald-faced lied to people.
It would be a low C to maybe a high D if it wasn't an outright lie. Yeah. But it was an outright lie.
Presentation.
He's wrinkled, Ollie. Get him.
Yeah. The suit doesn't fit him good. I mean, he's trying to look like Trump with the red tie, but not really.
It's not even tied well.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking arch down there. You could fly a jet through that motherfucker.
That's like a C. He's wearing a suit and gets a C.
I'll give him a C. He looks kind of sweaty up there, but I'll give him a C.
He's nervous.
So
he's under the fires.
He looks like a Lego version of like a politician.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not a Lego. What's one of the off brands?
Mega Bloks.
Roblox.
He's a Roblox.
It looks like he's from that show Reboot.
Wow.
He would look way better if it was Lego.
Star Wars.
Yeah, the Star Wars.
And finally, vibes.
Okay. He's an ugly human being, inside and out. F.
I will. So here's my thing. At this point, a lot of Republicans have stopped doing these town halls.
Yeah.
He's still having it, so you're going to give him a D instead?
I'm going to give him a D for at least showing up. He may be a liar.
So reasonable.
And he may be wrong, but he showed up. And a lot of Republicans at this point wouldn't do it.
Oh, he also didn't send like the sheriff's private security force to come like brutalize a woman,
right?
Who ran against him. Like, we found that out later. Oh, I think it was in Colorado. Yeah, in Colorado when that lady got dragged out of the town hall meeting. They knew who she was because she was like a Democratic candidate for like the council or something like that, and she just wasn't up there that time. So that's why they got her dragged out for talking. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So he didn't do that. So I guess
I'm gonna
Tim's
counter.
right.
I'm gonna counter still with an F because he didn't like how the crowd was reacting and then just moved past to a new question.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Totally dismissive of the actual way that his crowd is reacting to his answer and says, "Okay, let's go on to this."
But I'm gonna.
Otherwise, I would agree with you, Tim.
I'm gonna piggyback what Tim said.
But
I'm gonna piggyback what Tim said and bolster it again, because if he hadn't shown up, now his people just saw him for who he was. So like by being there, he's revealed what kind of politician he's actually, you know what I mean? It's not going to be the flyer that goes out that says, "I support the troops." No,
he poorly vibed himself into honesty.
Yeah. He accidentally kind of exposed himself as a fucking trash bag. And for that, I guess we could be eternally grateful, because at least now we know he's a backstabbing traitor.
But isn't the fact that he's a trash bag the reason why you give him the F, though?
Well, I mean, we gave him F's on what he said and how he said it. Like, I think the vibe is he showed up to defend his convictions. They're wrong, but he's being honest with
he's not an actual coward.
Right.
Yeah. He gets points for bravery, I guess.
Like
nice,
I said,
solid D minus.
A lot of Republicans have canceled these at this point. And this guy's still trying to convince people. Like, he was literally trying to convince people. Even though he's wrong and a liar, he's still trying to get his constituents like on board, and they're just not.
So are we settling on a D minus? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That'll be the average.
I think so. I think so.
I did hear that AOC is offering to go to any Republican town hall where they won't show.
Yep. That's hilarious.
And dragging Bernie along to as many as he can go to.
Man, Hassan Piker got to interview AOC and Bernie in Vegas.
Yo, we gotta call them up and be like, hey, be on our show.
Hey, we can't
let's
offer you
Hassan Piker on our show.
We can't offer you Lollapalooza like event status, but we do have several people in the chat.
People watching.
We have several friends.
I will send them complimentary bottles of water. Yep.
Not even a case. That's fucked up.
Nope, just
in
one thing of Ice Mountain.
Yeah,
just one.
In a grocery bag. It just shows up at the house.
I just hired a random dude to go buy one water.
Sorry, the label got ripped off when I was kind of like,
That's totally water. Drink it.
Drink it.
All right, what else we got?
All right, moving on.
Oh, pineapple.
Oh no, pineapple.
Safe word.
More pineapple.
Oh no, pineapple. Ollie's gonna have like nightmares about pineapples trying to get him now.
How we eat pineapples on our pizza.
It's pineapples driving Teslas to government buildings.
With President Trump. They have a $60 billion trade deficit. China has like a $300 billion last year. You said it goes up to, when you add it all up, it's $1 trillion.
Way over 100, Canada. And here's my problem with Canada. Canada was meant to be the 51st state because we
Fuck
subsidize
you.
Canada by
Wow.
$200 billion
We fought
a
you
year.
twice about
We
that.
don't need their cars. We don't need their lumber. We have a lot of lumber. We freed it up, as you know, last week. We're freeing it up so that you can actually cut down a tree without being, given the death penalty. Because what these radical environmentalists have done to our country, but we freed it up. But we don't need their lumber. We don't need their energy. We don't need anything. We certainly don't want their automobiles. They make a lot of millions of automobiles are sent in. I'd rather have a made in Michigan. I'd rather have them made in.
Okay, I got to do a pause here. God, he's so stupid.
I know.
He's so dumb.
I heard a clip of it, but there's some evidence now that his team is like scrubbing his speeches and anytime he goes off topic because of how deranged he is.
You'll notice throughout this, Laura Ingraham is interrupting him constantly to get him back on track.
Yeah.
Like he's not directly connected to the rail system anymore. It's pretty apparent at this point. Yeah, what about the auto parts? Yeah, he's so stupid. Thanks, Dave. He's just dumb. Where's my button?
South Carolina or any one of
But
our.
you're tougher with Canada than you are with some of our biggest adversaries.
Only
Why?
because it's meant to be our 51st state. And
Okay, but
but listen to this for a
they
second.
need their territory. They have territorial advantage. We're not going to let them get close to China.
Look, I deal with every country, indirectly or directly.
What the
One
fuck?
of the nastiest countries to deal with is Canada.
Fuck you.
The people that, now this was Trudeau, the people that good old Justin, I call him Governor Trudeau, his people were nasty. And they weren't telling the truth. They never told the truth. You know that, they'd say, well, we don't charge. Well, they do. They charge tremendous. They charge tremendous. And if you look at dairy products,
what does that
they've
even
done to our
mean?
farmers,
They charge tremendous.
We don't even charge. What the
Much
fuck is he
tremendous
talking
fees.
about? Ollie, are you good price gouging us?
There's big tariffs on dairy. Yes, there is. And that's just to protect our dairy farmers. But you guys have similar tariffs on our dairy going into your guys' country. So it's like tit for tat anyway. It's like, what the fuck is he talking about? All it means is milk doesn't cross the fucking border.
Right.
There you go. As it should.
Well,
I'm sick of that milk sneaking over the border.
I'm sick of that Canadian milk sneaking over.
They sneak it over in bags. They sneak it over in bags. Do you ever drink bagged milk, Ollie? I know that's a thing for you guys.
Not in a long time.
Yeah. They have bagged milk.
I don't drink milk fast enough to make it worth going and buying 3 liters of milk at the same time.
You just drink it right out of the little container that the coffee thing has. Little creamer buckets.
Go up to different places, Nebraska, and they would always complain about Canada, how they get ripped off. Do you know that Canada has a 250% tariff? 250, nobody knows
On?
that. They charge us numbers that are crazy.
On milk.
We have a very big deficit with Canada.
Just on milk.
And there's no reason, much more, we have much more. Just so you understand, we subsidize Canada. And I like Canada. I love Canada.
Wait, is Laura Ingraham fact-checking him?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Going on here?
A little tiny bit.
Wow.
Emperor has no clothes, man. This is y'all's king. He's cooked, brother. His brain is gone. He's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's gone, man. His brain is too much spray tan to the head.
His brain is all pizza sauce, man.
Liberal guys,
love his
the
wife.
Liberal
It's
Party is going to
old
win
McDonald's
now in the next election, most
country.
likely. And they were
don't care.
down and out.
I don't
Isn't that
care.
going to make them more hostile to us and possibly
I'd
open
rather
the
deal
door
with a liberal than a
for
conservative.
China closer to Canada, and that would really put us in a bind.
The conservative that's running
He did not hear a word she just said.
No, not a word.
Not a word.
is stupidly no friend of mine. I don't know him, but he said negative things. So
He said all the same things you did, dumbass. Fuck.
Oh, man. This is their king, though.
when he says negative things, I couldn't care less. I think it's easier to deal, actually, with a liberal. And maybe they're going to win, but I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me at all.
So your end game is what with them?
My end game is I don't want to have a big deficit. I don't want to see the United States of America, and you say 60 and I say 200, but it doesn't matter. I don't want us to pay 60 or 200 billion dollars to a country that if they were a state, think of this, it would be our biggest, most beautiful, it would be great. This state, it would be cherished. We'd take care of it. The people would pay half what they're paying right now. Canada pays very little defense. They think we're going to defend.
It's a discount.
What?
We protect them.
We protect them. We protect them. Do you know in NATO they pay less
They don't
than anybody
piss anybody
else?
off.
In everything else, they go, we're in the process of buying 48 icebreakers. All of a sudden I see Canada's involved where they're going to get a piece of them. I say, what are they paying? And so I got tired of it. Here's the story. I had one
what
of
are
the
you
most
talking about,
successful
mate?
economies. I had the most successful economy in the history of our country in my first 4 years.
Wrong.
We did
Wrong.
a great job. Largest tax cuts ever, largest everything. We had right to try where people were able to use drugs. Stupidly, for many years, they weren't able to use, the far-reaching drugs because they weren't approved yet. Somebody's terminally ill, they couldn't do it. With me, they can do it. We did so many things. We rebuilt our military. Canada doesn't pay for military.
He did not.
They don't give any. They give us nothing. And they are the worst people to negotiate with.
So why do you want them?
With USMCA, you finally got them around the edge on that, though.
No, I got them there, and USMCA.
He forgot he did that.
An agreement's good.
What does that mean, sir?
And Mexico cheats also.
But China cheated on your 2019.
Can I tell you what?
Phase one, they totally cheated and dropped it with Biden. You had a great deal.
When Biden took over, he didn't push them.
Hard edit, by the way, if you didn't hear that.
I would call up once every 2 weeks.
They had a hard cut there.
Oh yeah, go back to that.
On your 2019.
Can I tell you what?
Phase one, they totally cheated and dropped it with Biden. You had a great deal.
When Biden took over, he didn't push them.
That is a hard edit.
I would call up once every 2 weeks saying you're not living up to the agreement, and they'd buy more.
Why'd you dump the clip?
So the most we ever did was $15 billion with China, the farmers and everything, and manufacturing.
Yeah.
I had them up to $50 billion, and they were doing it. When Biden got it, do you think Biden called up President Xi and said, you're screwing us?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
There you go.
President Xi.
Wow. Wow.
He's cooked. He's cooked, dude. He's cooked.
His brain is spaghetti.
It's all noodles in there, brother. He has no idea what he's supposed to be talking about. He can't remember what he's mad at. Yeah, that's a sign.
And you're right. Ingram had to keep him on topic. That hard cut was probably because he was fucking rambling about nothing.
I want to see if they're gonna release.
Said something really atrocious.
Yeah, I want to see them put out the full unedited thing of this, like they did for the like. Remember, he freaked out about Kamala's speech or interview. He's like, yeah, they edited it to make it sound like she was smarter than she was. So they like released the whole thing. And it was the same thing, except she was talking about having to blow her nose before it started. Like, it's weird, because look at him. He's so, like, and this is the permed and crimped and combed version of this interview. This must have been a nightmare for Laura Ingraham. Like, I don't like her, but he's not there.
He's not. He's fucking gone, man.
He's gone, man.
Was he even here?
Was he even here to start with?
Please, any Republicans out there, talk to your people. Get this fucker impeached. He needs
Just do it. Just do it. Impeach him, put him in jail, and then you can just be done with it. And then we'll just call it even.
Do it.
We'll just call it even and then just never speak of this period again.
Meanwhile, at the rally that Bernie and AOC had, apparently, I was just reading this, the crowd in Las Vegas had pins on them saying AOC 2028 that they bought as merchandise at the rally, and they were chanting
at the rally. Okay,
and they were chanting primary Schumer at AOC during her part of the speech.
You ain't got to tell her twice. She said, way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead of you.
Old Trumpy Trump here. The Trumpster.
Little D.
The biggest D.
Content.
The smallest D. Ollie has a very well deserved F coming hot out the blocks.
Yeah, I defer my letter grade to Ollie for.
Yeah, Ollie, you get to score this one because you were the one attacked this time.
Hurts me. This whole interview is just painful to watch. He is delusional, but this interview makes me even feel more now that there is a real chance that he's going to try and order more forceful action to make us to 51st date.
So, Ollie, I'll also give you delivery.
F.
Shocker.
I'm F. If there's a lower than F, give him that fucking shit.
I think we should all collectively do presentation.
F.
He looks the fucking same he always looks.
He looks the same as he always looks, yeah.
Like, maybe a D. He's consistently bad looking.
Yeah, I'll give him a D.
He's always orange. Because it's just about looks.
Mikey, can you find just a close up?
If I must. There you go.
Okay.
He has those weird butthole lips.
Yeah, he does. So I'm always telling Mikey this because I read it in the book I was reading about Trump. He hates artificial lighting because it makes him look more orange.
No, it's the spray tan, buddy. It makes you look orange.
The lighting off the spray tan looks orange under
this isn't even
those
a spray
lights.
tan anymore. It's fucking paint.
Yeah, they're just rolling on the bronzer
It's
at this
goop.
point.
Goop.
So if you see him like doing an interview or something,
goop.
and
He's got that hawk too all over his skin.
usually he likes doing stuff in the Oval Office because the Oval Office has a lot of natural sunlight and it makes him look less orange. So, or he'll be outside.
Yeah, he'll try to look like a
his
human.
two preferred modes of doing interviews is either in the Oval Office or outside because it's natural light and he doesn't look as orange. But under this setting, with all the lights on him from the Fox News cameras and whatnot, it's just bam, orange.
Yeah,
and you can see the parts of him that aren't bronze,
like his eyes.
Like
his little pink eyes are always so nasty. I'm like, how is no one looking at these nasty little pink eyes? Oh, so gross.
So I'll give him a D because at least he dresses respectably, but the rest of him is just a mess.
And the way he's sitting there, it's not obvious he's wearing a diaper, so D.
I mean,
Gina Lefty, welcome to the chat.
Let me get the air horn. Is his suit made in America? I just want to know.
Is his suit made in America?
Probably not.
Oh my God. So a bit of a tangent, but I follow
tangent. Get it?
Haha, tangent. I follow the Dropkick Murphys on Instagram.
I saw that. Yeah.
And so they really fucking hate Trump.
Yep.
And if they find Trump supporters at their concerts, they'll point them out. And the lead singer made a bet with one of the Trump supporters about whether his hat is made in America, the MAGA hat or the MAGA T-shirt is made in America.
MAGA T-shirt, yeah.
And he was like, our shit is made in America because we support unions. And I have a Dropkick Murphys hoodie and it's made by union workers in America. And he's like, if your T-shirt or your hat are made in America, I'll give you a free hoodie and $100.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I'll still give you the hoodie because I'm a nice guy. But I want to
give me the shirt off your back.
Yeah, and you have to give me the shirt off your back. And they said that where was the shirt made? Nicaragua.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And at least the Trump supporter was cool about it, and he gave him the shirt, which was cool. But like, none of Trump's shit is made in America. None of it.
Well, he can't sell it for.
He doesn't buy local.
He can't sell it for $50 a shirt. You know, if he's gonna be paying all this extra, he'd have to charge like $100 a shirt. He's taking his $3 shirts and selling them for like $45, and those hats are like $45. He's hustling them, dude.
Just on the buy local thing, I was telling Tim before the show, one of my favorite treats is Pop-Tarts, and right now they're on sale. $9.99 for 3 boxes, where normally it's $5 a box.
I can tell you why.
Made in the USA. They stayed on the shelf.
Yeah, and Ollie won't buy our products. He won't buy our products.
Good.
That's Kellogg's. Those are people's jobs, Ollie.
What about the elevator operators? You ever think about them?
Yeah.
Ollie, I'll give you vibes.
F. Is there anything lower than F?
You can do double F.
Anything lower than that? Like, I mean, I like it. I don't want to. The things I really want to say, I can't say.
Yeah, we don't want to get
just going to be honest
flagged.
With you.
So
yeah. So yeah,
so,
it makes me
Super
angry. I'll just say it makes me angry.
Super F.
So
not
all right.
Not great.
Do we have another clip? Is there another?
Yes. From the land of the North.
Goals
defending the North.
In Canada.
Oh my God.
This is outdoors, by the way, so that's why they were in hoodies.
In order to
because I thought they were in a cult.
Look like a cult.
I got to be honest with you, that guy on the right looks like he's wearing Star Trek or something.
And I wonder, ahead of this phone call,
He's
when President Trump,
when the Jedi showed up.
Yeah.
Prime Minister Trudeau's assessment, or have you made your own personal
Us
assessment?
Jedis were lycra.
President Trump really wants from Canada.
Well, I think first and foremost, I think what President Trump wants, he wants several things. One is he wants to end the fentanyl crisis in the United States. I respect that. He wants good, high-paying jobs in America. He wants more investment in America. He wants repatriation of many American industries and firms to the United States. So, and I fully respect that. I think he will respect that as Prime Minister of Canada, I want to end the fentanyl crisis in Canada. I want to grow good, high-paying jobs in Canada. And of course, I want to protect with my colleagues and reaffirm and reinforce our sovereignty of all of Canada. So that's the starting point for the discussion.
Just listening closely to your answer, just...
Peut-être dernière question et je peux faire un résumé. Oui.
Just listening closely to your answer previously, it sounded like you may be changing and listening to what you said last night about the limits of retaliatory tariffs, for example. It sounds like maybe you are nuancing your strategy vis-a-vis President Trump by perhaps leaving trade talks to others. We know you have authorized these conversations to happen in Washington, D.C. as early as this week at
funny.
USTR level. Are you going to be trying to focus more on positive things that you can talk about with President Trump?
I wouldn't necessarily have that characterization. What I'm saying is severalfold. The first, and I'll go back to where you started with your previous question, which is we are focused on building this economy. Today's announcement is, of course, about sovereignty, it's about protection, but it's also about building the economy here in Nunavut. We are going to build Canada. Canada is strong and it's going to get stronger.
Like that. Okay.
We can give ourselves more
They have daylight this time of
than
year?
anything that President Trump or other trade partner can take away. Okay, that's a basic point. And that if there is a misconception of that in the United States, I'm not saying the president has that misconception, but if there's a misconception of that, we are going to disabuse that misconception. We're going to grow this economy because that's good for Canadians, better for our future, and we can do it, and we're going to do it. In terms of discussions, what I'm saying is that there are a series of trade initiatives from the U.S. Such that they've called into question the validity of USMCA, since you're New York Times, how you would refer to it, USMCA. And that means that we should have a broader conversation about our commercial relationship, which also involves a conversation about our security relationship with the United States. So I'm less interested in reacting to every initiative, putting on the table that we want to have that broader conversation. It won't happen overnight.
Oh, that's the shadow from the microphone against the lights. I was like, does he have nipple paint on the... I'm about to say, is he lactating right now?
There's no magic
one. Why is it up so high? Okay, never mind. I'm high. Okay.
meeting that's going to unlock things.
See what
and
I'm saying now?
of
Now
course
you can't
we have
unsee it.
regular conversations with the U.S. on a variety of issues.
Now everyone in the chat's like elbows
The big
up.
issues around trade
Elbows up, yep.
are going to need to be taken more comprehensively,
Titties up.
and they will be taken from a Canadian perspective, from a position of strength. We can take time. We're going to get stronger, and these initiatives are going to weaken them.
I know how to break.
Welcome, sir.
Ah, no, don't. I didn't play it. I didn't play it.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I tried to go back, but the button disappeared so we could load the next video. The bastards.
Oh God. Oh, that was almost the problem.
Dodged a bullet.
I'm watching. We haven't been knocked off yet, so
You've been demonetized.
we apologize. We apologize. Please don't knock us off.
Who is this guy again?
Mark Carney.
Mark Carney, the new prime minister. He was replaced Justin Trudeau there about 2 weeks ago. He's already made a trip over to visit France, the premier of France, or prime minister of France and England. Basically making a statement that he was going to go meet his more reliable allies. He has not made a trip to the United States yet to meet with Trump.
I would.
Which is typically something that a prime minister does very early in their prime ministership, is go meet the president. So,
did someone in Parliament give up their seat so that he could speak there? I know you were talking that last time.
He called an election, so there's going to be an election here probably in a couple of months.
Okay.
So they haven't set the concrete date, but he has called the election. So he'll be running someplace.
All right, let's content. He said a lot of words.
Yeah,
he did, and he dodged a little bit too. I hadn't listened to this pre. Like I said, I listened to it very fast. I knew he said a couple of things about Trump, but yeah, fair that he's still getting his feet wet. So, B.
I agree with B. Like, it would be. I would like to see him more keep up the fire against the United States and the shittery that's happening. I know you can't really do that in politics all the time, but
well, the problem with that is that you don't want to say stuff that's too fiery because you never know what that's going to provoke.
Don't piss off the giant orange baby.
Exactly.
No, you'll be fine.
So
yeah, it'll be fine. Listen.
You know, and kicked everybody out of everything. He's like, all right, assault the beach, and then everyone's like, dude, I don't know how to tell them how to do that. Like, the generals, do they have a phone number? Are they online? Like, I don't, like, there's no competent people. There's not going to be any competent people left for him to mount this coup that he wants to do. It's going to be vacant. The whole everything is empty.
If I was the Canadian Prime Minister, I would tell Trump that we won't play hockey in your country until you stop being an asshole.
Just like that. Tell him just like
no
that.
Hockey, no oil.
Wow.
And the national anthem of the United States will be booed at every Canadian event.
We don't have to say that it's happening.
We will make a special slur just for you and not tell you what it is.
I think you guys need to change some of the words in your national anthem to be like, fuck America.
It was pretty hilarious when WWE
had
an event.
Our maple leaves.
WWE had an event in Toronto last month, and they thought that they weren't going to get booed at the national anthem. And
Wrong.
Then,
yeah, right.
Wrong. And then like 20,000 Canadians started booing the national anthem, and they're like, "What are we getting booed for?"
Yep.
Strike them with our hockey sticks.
Well,
you're being booed because McMahon is basically a Trump sycophant.
Oh yeah, I mean,
elbows are
Linda
up.
McMahon is the secretary of the education department, which doesn't exist anymore apparently.
Yep.
And you know, and Vince has always been a big. I mean, Vince and Trump were together at WrestleMania several times as like
kissing
wrestling heels. Yeah, kissing almost.
Yeah. And just on the tariffs, I mean, I hate to say this to you guys, but the United States is going to hurt way more than Canada on this. Canada's making deals everywhere, and we're going to come out of this stronger as a result of what you guys did.
Diversified economy is a better economy.
Yeah.
We already know, Ollie.
And you guys are just saying, "Oh, we're going to tariff everything," so
Hey,
everything's
hey,
just going
let
to
me
get more
correct
expensive.
He
What?
is saying that, not
sorry,
you guys. He is
Your
saying
government. When I say you guys, I mean your
that.
government.
No, it needs to be
not
cleaned
even the
up.
whole government.
No, because
Just
everybody,
Trump, really.
everybody
Who's
who's
making the
not,
decisions. And
it
is
doesn't
anybody
mean it's
opposing
us.
them?
Yeah, there's millions and millions of them.
There's lots of opposition.
It
just
doesn't seem to be
look
that way in the government. Like Schumer standing down the other day on that vote when he had a chance.
Oh, he's a bitch.
So it's like your Democrats are not really opposing him.
Hey,
not solidly enough.
I would like to point out to the Canadians in the chat that I did not vote for Donald Trump.
Yes, you guys are friends. I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying your government.
No, Dave
guys
is saying
that are
I
making
voted for
decisions.
Trump. Fuck you, Dave.
I likely didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the least likely out of the trio.
My state as a whole at least didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine
what
too.
the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
No, I got you, Tim. Minnesota hasn't voted conservative since the 50s.
Ooh, Connecticut, I think, went blue in the 60s. So
Land of Lincoln, baby. Suck it.
Yeah. You know what? Mark, your shit, did Minnesota vote for Reagan?
No.
Minnesota was the one state that didn't vote for fucking Reagan?
Yes.
God damn it.
Ah!
Damn it, he is bluer than us.
God damn it. Anyway.
We'll beat him up when he's not looking.
Maybe you guys are Southern Canada.
I've been
I would love to be Southern Canada.
Take us now. We want out.
There's just gonna be a bunch of dudes in Minnesota dragging this big imaginary line up, just pulling it up.
Minnesotans waving the Canadian flag everywhere.
They got it in a wheelbarrow.
The headquarters of more Fortune 500 companies than anywhere else in the world, comparatively.
Okay.
You want your economy to grow, just steal Minnesota doubles overnight. And if you want us to not kill Minnesota while it's sleeping, you'll bring us with. Because if we get left behind, we will slit Minnesotas.
Oh, don't fuck with Minnesota.
We will piss in that lake so much.
Oh, shit.
Your own lake?
Right.
Whatever it takes, baby. We got the Mississippi. We'll drink out of that.
Where were we at in the ratings? We did presentation.
We just did content. So
Just
next
content.
is
Okay.
next is
Okay.
delivery.
Delivery.
I think this guy's delivery is a little dry, to be honest.
It is. It's very dry. He was. This was not as sharp as I've seen him. Like we saw him on the Jon Stewart show. He was pretty sharp on that show.
I did not. Nope, I didn't see that at all.
What show?
What show?
We didn't watch it on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that show went into the void, didn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We apologize again.
That wasn't us.
John,
we were hacked.
So. But yeah, I agree with you. Very dry.
C?
Although
C for
straight
delivery?
to the point.
Sure.
C, yeah.
C for Canada.
C for Canada.
Yeah. C for Canada.
Next is presentation. Now they're all, except for the guy in the suit, they're all dressed like they're from the fucking future.
No, they're in none of it. They're dressed that's like a native, like, you know what I mean?
First Nations people.
First Nations people outfits, right?
Oh, so they're like culturally appropriate.
They're if that's the right word. They're wearing. They were probably presented them in a ceremony of some type when they went up there, and they're wearing them, right?
And you just put it over a suit. I'll rock
they're
with
wearing
it.
their suits underneath them.
Mikey, why is Dave calling you out in the chat?
Again? Lake County.
Again.
Hey, fuck! God damn it, Dave! Leave me alone.
Yep, get him, Dave. Get him.
The slurs never stop from Dave. I always got to be from fucking Gary, Indiana. God damn it.
I didn't know you were from Indiana.
No, I'm not.
He's from
You
Illinois.
are now.
I'm from St. Louis. I'm gonna put Nelly on the goddamn soundboard. Keep fucking with me.
So I'm just for presentation. I love the Canada flag in the background, defending the North. It's got to be bilingual because that's what we do.
North.
It should say King of the North on there. I'm just saying.
That's
If you're
so-
Ollie, I know you love your Game of Thrones references. So
He does.
defending the North, King of the North. Like, come on.
They're wild.
No, we're not. We don't declare kings though here in Canada, right? So
You have a king.
Yes, we do.
What are you talking about?
But that's not this guy. Then this guy would be impersonating him, right?
You're the wildling kings of the North.
So I'm just gonna go B on presentation because, like I said, the Canada flag makes it a solid A for me. But I don't like that they're wearing those jackets. Honestly, to me, the one guy there with those cuffs, the rings on his cuffs, it makes it look like it's a rank from Star Trek, especially when he's got that gold badge on his chest.
It's also, like, you know what they look like? They look like the embassy for a new planet.
Right.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
also, if they were going to dress that way, they should have all committed to the gimmick.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't get one.
Maybe he didn't get one. Yeah.
He didn't get one, Tim. That's why his face is like that.
Yeah.
You got one of the fucking sweet ass hoodie.
Are we all agreed on a B?
Yeah.
A B. Just one more thing on the presentation. I don't know if the guy in red, doesn't he look like what's his name from Kids in the Hall?
We were born in the 80s, Ollie.
Oh, okay. You don't know who that is.
No.
Dave knows who I mean. I just can't think of his name. But he looks like the guy from Kids in the Hall.
Careful asking Dave for help. We'll just rip your city apart and make fun of you.
I'm detecting some salt.
Just saying. Careful. Dave will kick you while you're down. We do have one more kind of pineapple.
We got to do vibes. We got to do vibes.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Vibe check.
Quite right.
B?
Just a B, yeah. He didn't say anything super fiery or anything, but what he did say was okay. He did dodge around a couple of questions, which that's very politician-y. So,
I like the vibes.
What?
Except for the nipples thing going on there with the light.
I don't even see it, so I don't know what you're saying. Oh, okay. They're out on his shoulders almost.
Yeah, because
those shadows. Okay.
Yeah, they kind of when he stands a little bit closer, it kind of.
Okay.
Ollie doesn't see nipples.
No.
I only see areola.
All right, what's our last video?
So me and Tim watched something on the headliners, and the video has been scrubbed from Fox News.
Oh yes. if you want to catch our reaction to the full video, it's on the show we did earlier today.
Yeah, because they took this episode down. I don't know why. Let's get to where's the crybaby section. Actually, this person's excellent. They have timestamps.
Oh, timestamps! Wow.
Let's check them out.
Like I woke up this morning and saw that Teslas were put ablaze in one of your dealerships.
I love Tesla.
In Vegas.
I love Tesla.
I've seen this happen all over.
I love
Bullets
Tesla.
are being fired. Charging stations are put ablaze. Teslas are being put ablaze. You have experienced assassination.
Hey, if you look at the fire, one of them explodes with blue electricity.
You and your family. What have you done
the battery
that warrants
exploding.
this? Because I see nothing that you have done except help our country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left.
Big assumption there.
I always thought the left, or Democrats were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships.
I like how he says that, like they're supposed to be the party of empathy and caring because I'm on the right, so I don't have to do any of that shit.
Right. Is the right the party of like dispassionate fucking disassociation? Like what's going on over there?
Yes.
They're firing bullets into dealerships.
There it is. Woo! One more time. Can it go back? There we go. Let's see it. Watch the blue foot. Watch the blue lightning bolt.
Firing bullets into dealerships. Just smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So
only productive things. Elon
I think
Musk
we just
has done.
have
And then the clip from with the chainsaw comes in.
Yeah, right.
And him jumping around laughing. So, wonder what they're mad about.
Peace by violence.
There's some kind of mental illness thing going on here because this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and I think there are larger forces at work as well. I mean, I don't know who's funding it and
What
who's
does he mean
coordinating
by
it, because
that?
This is
a conspiracy.
crazy.
Right.
I've never seen anything like this.
You actually tweeted out, and I'll put it on the screen, the level of violence is insane. It is deeply wrong. Tesla just makes electric cars and has done nothing to deserve these evil attacks. You just rescued
and you've
two
cut off finances
astronauts
to
that-
veterans who knows how to make bombs.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, right. Those people know how to disappear, man.
Just rub some dirt on their face. They're gone for 6 weeks, man.
If Tesla value goes low enough, he'll lose Twitter. Because they used equity shares from Tesla to pay for Twitter.
Foreclose.
He's gonna be
he could lose it.
Oh no.
Oh,
I love Tesla.
And good luck cashing that check from Trump. That bitch gonna bounce. But hey, if you want to get to Mars quick, just sit on that check that you're trying to cash from fucking Trump. That bitch will bounce you there in
Space
2
for
days.
286 days. They were only supposed to be there 8. You help the people in North Carolina, Tennessee, California. You have, I think...
He drove Cybertrucks to turn their lights on.
Hey, I just wanna point out here that I saw an article earlier where that fucking, what the fuck is his name? Howard Lutnick?
Yeah.
That fucking idiot.
The used car salesman?
Yeah, the used car salesman told people to buy Tesla stock because it's so cheap right now.
Yeah.
Since when is the Secretary of Commerce
supposed to give you that?
To give out financial advice?
It's supposed to give out fucking financial advice. Say buy Tesla stock. It's cheap right now. The Secretary of Commerce. What a fucking...
What a joke.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
What an actual joke.
And it's clearly in violation of conflict of interest rules with the federal government and insider trading and all that shit.
But you know, Obama had that tan suit, and I'll never forgive him.
No, we'll never forgive him.
The most creative and innovative car on the market. You created Starlink for communications that's used by hundreds of countries. You're working on helping the blind see and all of these other things. Is it really come down to the basic, you're aligned with President Donald Trump, who also is a friend of mine, and
his best friend.
I know him too. I know him too. You're not the only one that knows him. I know him too.
He used to call me every night, Elon. He would call me every night before the show, and we would talk.
No, you hang up.
He's such a...
What you
No, you hang up.
Come on, you know I gotta go. I gotta do my show. You hang up.
What are you wearing?
I'm grossed out. I'm grossed out.
God, no.
I love Tesla.
Okay, we're back. Okay, goofy again.
$1 billion in waste, fraud, abuse that our federal government never should have been spending. Is that what it comes down to?
Yeah, it turns out when you take away people's, what the money they're receiving fraudulently,
Healthcare,
they get very
food.
upset, and they.
Right.
When you take
the
go ahead.
When you take veterans' benefits away from them, they do become upset.
They're taking it fraudulently.
Oh,
That's why
yes,
we had to shut it all off. All those people that he cut off didn't deserve it. All of them didn't deserve it. If your shit got cut off, it's because you're a fucking thief. That's why.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I wonder why they scrubbed this episode.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Seems fine to me.
When you take away people's, the money they're receiving fraudulently,
Jobs.
they get very upset.
Employment,
take
checks,
away jobs,
They
retirement.
basically want to kill me because I'm stopping their fraud, and they want to hurt Tesla because we're stopping this terrible waste and corruption in the.
What does that have to do with Tesla?
Right.
That didn't make sense.
You heard it there. He's like, Tesla is fraud. That's what I got from that.
Yep.
Government. And, I guess they're bad people. Bad people will do bad things.
Great analysis, Elon. Good job.
Smartest,
bad people do bad things.
Smartest man on the planet, I'm told.
Most goodly.
Hey, Mikey, do you still have that? Plenty of things are bad and wrong, but that doesn't make him fascist.
That's all. There are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
Oh, Angus, you are so wrong. Most of them were fascists.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Yeah. That was a classic. Ben Shapiro yelling at him, calling him a fucking liberal. Dumbass.
Oh.
Okay, what are we doing?
We're gonna rate him? We're gonna rate Elon? Let's not rate Hannity, but I'll put him on the dishonorable board. Because he's such a fucking kiss ass. He basically just read Elon's Wikipedia to him.
Politicians, well, that's about the only sin I've never committed. I mean, the one thing I've never done is sniff the throne of someone in power. I find that repulsive. I've never done it.
Old Tux Carbo.
Yeah. So Elon.
Yeah, the words that Elon spoke.
Cringe.
He said I cried.
It's like,
keep that on standby. Oh, I know what to say.
I'm gonna need you to be drug tested.
I'm the richest guy in the world, but I'm gonna whine about how bad things are for me, and not acknowledge the fact that I'm the one fucking everybody.
Hey man, I'm really sad.
Yeah.
It really breaks me up to hear that this insolvent Nebo baby is feeling some type of way that, I don't know. You've ruined people's entire lives. They lived 50, 60, 70 years before your ass even came to this country and started fucking shit up. And you just took everything from them. You're lucky it's just your cars and parking lots that are under assault. You're not in South Africa anymore, bud.
Another thing, too, is every one of those cars that was wrecked was fully insured. He's getting paid in full for them, so he's lost nothing.
Yeah. And the thing that he's most concerned about is the image of those cars burning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it inspires people to do it more. And
it looks cool.
And it doesn't look good on him.
It's a good way to stay in shape.
That people are burning the cars for the company that he owns. Mikey and I had a discussion about this earlier on the earlier show. It's Elon's fault that this is happening to Elon. Yep. Because Elon decided to be an asshole to the entire country. And some people this is their only recourse at this point.
Yep.
He tried to bully everybody. Okay. And people bully back.
And yeah, Tesla is, let's say, a peaceful company because all they do is make electric cars. He's right. They just make electric cars. But Elon is the face of Tesla. He's the salesman. He's the face. He's he essentially to everyone, he is Tesla. So when he reflects badly on Tesla and people burn his showrooms and burn his cars, that's his fault for being an asshole to the whole country.
Notice the Reich and the Furious.
You know, it was just like, I don't know, 2 years ago where Teslas were getting like vandalized because dudes in lifted F-250s who were like coal rolling people, like they were the ones that like mocking the Teslas. Now look, I just don't understand why Teslas are not. No, dude, that was the liberal car. Off rip, you know what I mean? So don't think for a second that there's all these liberals out here. There's plenty of hate for electric cars, Teslas specifically, from the right already. They already didn't like your P-word car.
That's true.
They already hated your dumb ass, and now you're going after veteran shit. So again, don't assume that this is coming from the left. I keep saying over and over again, like they're gonna they're gonna start rounding up Democrats at these. I'm like, dude, it is not the Democrats that you need to be looking out for. Look out for the motherfuckers in the bushes, the crazy motherfuckers. These dudes have blue and purple hair and are non-binary. They have signs. You need to be looking out for all of the dangerous motherfuckers who he is directly pissing off.
and
welcome, Q.
And it's the most tangible thing that people can sort of go after, because you can't go after SpaceX. The rockets blow up on their own. You can't go after Neuralink because it's about tiny microchips, and it's not like a thing really. And you can't go after Starlink because it's fucking satellites in space. So Tesla is the most tangible asset that Elon has that people can sort of take their aggression out on.
Okay.
Again, if he wants to do it, I mean, look, keep pissing more people off. And then they'll be coming for your flamethrower. Oh, I had a theory earlier today. It was very funny. I won't relive the bit, but I did find a clip of a certain South African billionaire running around with a flamethrower that he made and was selling them. He made a flame. There's a Tesla flamethrower that he made.
Okay,
yeah. Yep. And then here's the video of him running around spraying the cameraman, doing all. How do we know it wasn't Elon?
How do we know he's not just doing it himself to get back to get the publicity?
Elon, why don't you just tell me what your location was for the last couple of weeks, and then we can rule you out as a suspect, because you did have the commercial with the flamethrower. So just let us know where you've been.
He was in Trump's bed. We know where he was.
Oh, gross.
Mar-a-Lago.
Mark. God.
Wow.
Does that track Elon's jet thing still work?
No, I don't think so.
Not with the federal government shutting it down.
Right, we're not going to be able to track shit.
So F for content? We're still on content.
Yeah.
Delivery.
Pathetic. E for pathetic.
I want to see the thing blow up again. It's always...
Yeah, you didn't have that much energy.
Firing bullets into dealerships.
Yeah! That was cool.
Kablam.
Can I get that in slow-mo? Oh, yeah, I can.
Thor strikes again. It's Thor. Thor is going after Elon.
That's right.
Here it comes.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Wow. Yeah.
Cool. Plasma.
That was lightning right there. Whoa.
Hey, maybe that was an act of nature. He don't know.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. You don't know how it got there.
That's right.
They
Can I get that on a shirt?
LA fires yet? Clearly.
I want to get these burning Teslas on a shirt. That shit would be
I'd honestly
mint.
like to know where the investigation is to find out who did it. And when they catch them, I want to know who did it and what their affiliations actually are.
Don't worry, Ollie. California is looking into it.
I mean, there's been so many budget cuts. All of the CIA and FBI agents that were supposed to be covering that sector are now like working at Amazon now. So they won't be solving any crimes.
So F for delivery.
C.
F.
I mean, yes.
What?
Yes. Okay. Good.
Sorry.
C for delivery.
My bad.
Now presentation. Is there a better shot of Elon? Can we get like? I know there's like a just him shot.
You want to see the fire again? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see the explosion again. That's honestly it's the best part.
That's a space jacket.
You know what? Presentation A for showing all the fires. A.
No, Elon spoke, so you can't give it an A.
Yeah.
We had to listen to his whiny bullshit.
C minus.
He's got a fake NASA jacket.
It's one of his SpaceX jackets.
It's a SpaceX jacket, but it's got the fucking Starship Enterprise on it from Star Trek.
Because he can't come up with anything. It's on the jacket. That's on the
That's not the Enterprise, is it?
Yeah, it's like a whatever class, Galaxy
it's
class,
Constitution class.
Holy fuck, it is.
Suit him yet?
Holy fuck!
And it says Starship 19 on there.
Dude, he's a fucking grifter, dude. He just jumps into somebody's group and somebody's community and he steals shit. Look at him. Appropriating Star Trek.
Being a fucking dick.
He's getting a double F for fucking presentation for stealing Star Trek.
Oh yeah,
he's a fucking poser.
Triple F. Put him at the bottom of the list, Tim.
He is the biggest poser. He cheats at video games. He's always trying to jack everybody's shit. Like he's a fucking poser bad kid.
Yo, Elon.
He fucking wanders into your office and won't leave you alone.
Elon, I know you're watching. I'm a better fucking Diablo 4 player than you are.
Ooh.
Me too.
Me too, and I haven't played it.
Same. I could get him.
I only just barely played it, but yeah.
You know what? We should have an anti-Elon Diablo 4.
We all play Diablo. Is it free?
No.
Oh.
It's probably cheap because it wasn't great.
Oh, well, I'm not playing a bad game just for a joke.
I liked it. I thought it was a good game.
Not great doesn't mean bad.
But no, Mikey will hate it.
Oh,
I have high standards.
It's got a storyline.
Elden Ring it is.
I'm only here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And we're fresh out of bubblegum.
It doesn't have much of a storyline, but it's got a storyline. So.
Elon's vibes.
Pathetic.
Yeah. Did he just get the lowest score because we're rating him F on everything?
I cry enough as it is. I'm just kidding. I don't cry that
those
often.
went through puberty. Honka honka, we're all gonna die. Anyway,
God damn it.
Honka honka.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Honka honka, we're all gonna die.
Good time.
Yes, he did just get the lowest score.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a horrible. Like, dude. What a disappointment. What a disappointment.
We rated this worse than the Nazi salute? Or did we never cover the
We
Nazi
never rated
salute?
the Nazi salute.
That's right.
He was getting F's regardless.
Yeah.
But his whiny bitch ass had to go on national television and complain about, oh, they're setting fire to my cars because I'm an asshole to everyone.
And then they immediately scrubbed the episode. Like, we actually covered it this morning, and then it's gone tonight. It's not on Fox News' YouTube page anymore.
And he's wearing that fake fucking jacket with a fake fucking fandom on it that he doesn't subscribe to because he probably thinks he's better than everyone else. Probably. And he's wearing a t-shirt under it and some sort of talisman that I'm sure is a Japanese character that he doesn't know what it means.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's wearing an Occupy Mars t-shirt underneath it.
Right. He's the world's biggest poser.
Yeah. You fake. He's like, you know what he is? He's like Hot Topic punk rock. That's what he is.
Actually, I'll retract what I said. He does not have the lowest score. He now has the second lowest score. Jordan Peterson still has a lower score than him.
How?
That's funny.
You've pushed that video back into a deep recess in your mind, I see. Because that one was Ollie? Bad.
No, I get stoned and block these things out when they're bad.
Man, that was like a 3-hasher for sure. It was a rough one.
Yeah.
Oof.
No,
Are we done looking at him?
Elon Musk. Yeah, we're done. We're done with his ass.
But yeah, if you guys want the link here, I'll drop it in the chat because they are 100%. I'll just share it. Follow me on.
They took it off of YouTube.
Yeah. Oops.
I'm surprised it's still on X.
Yep.
Well, you know his robots suck. So
his robots do suck.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen, we let's see. We got some changing to the rankings here, at least on the low side. Elon Musk is now number 2.
Number 2.
Second
from the
worst.
bottom.
From the bottom. We got the bottom in least worst to worst is Donald Trump at number 3, Elon Musk at number 2, Jordan Peterson still with the top spot.
Shame. That's going to be a tough contest there, Tim.
Yeah. Hard to beat those 3. And Vance is 4, isn't he?
Where's Vance on here? No, Vance. Magic the Gathering is now 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that kind of makes sense too.
I forgot she was a thing.
Answered my question I asked you about her in Facebook.
Yeah, dude, you can't send me shit while we're going. Like, I'm in the fucking zone, brother. I'm performing here. I'm doing my shtick.
Zone.
I can't just sit. I'm on the driver's seat. I can't be sitting in the back seat smoking a doobie.
Go back and watch The Bin. Watch it a bunch. I watched I started it this morning at 8 o'clock watching old videos and just let it play through today.
Oh, nice.
We need the views. So
yes.
Everyone else do that too.
Everyone else needs. I did that also the other day. I just put on the.
Matter of fact, I'm still playing it right now. I'm on episode Yeah, I'm on in the really long one. No, I'm on a third. I'm on a third playlist now. So I'm on a third playlist of videos.
So and our top three remains at the top. S rank, John Larson.
Yeah.
For the epicness from last week.
Yes.
Go Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
He's just yelling shit. He's just yelling shit.
Have you ever been wrong? I was like, no.
Maybe Mark smoked too much.
Number 2, Tammy Duckworth.
Yeah.
And rounding out the top 3, Bernie Sanders.
Bernard Sandrino.
Charlie Angus, 4th or 5th? Because he was all up there.
I think if we did a top 5, Charlie Angus would probably be 5th. Or 4th. He'd be 4th and AOC would be 5th.
He announced today a travel advisory for Canadians going to the United States because of the troubles at the border.
Well, yeah, they'll fucking detain you if you say anything bad about Trump.
That's crazy.
They did that to a French guy. They held him for like several hours and then deported him because they found text messages on his phone with another friend disparaging Trump.
Yep.
What?
So yeah,
What happened to free speech?
Bro, we're in North Korea, man.
Yeah.
I had an idea though. I don't know how easy, Mikey. This might be on you from the YouTube end.
Oh boy.
Can we make a separate playlist of the bottom 3 and the top 3 so people can watch the videos where they're categorized as in the top?
I'm gonna delegate that to Tim because Tim has the Excel spreadsheet.
Got it.
So, Mark, I've already started this.
Oh.
I posted a video today, a short of just us talking about John Larson, and I put S rank next to it. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to start putting out videos of the worst rankings and the best rankings.
I like it.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Fuck Daniel Logano. He's been an asshole for a long time.
Come on, man. Hold it together, brother.
Oh, I'm just replying to Dave's comment in the chat, sir.
But I'm trying to say something, man. Ruin my joke timing. But Tim, wouldn't it be like a spoiler if you tell me what the dude's rank is in the title?
Well, no, because if you watch our full episodes, you would know.
But I missed it.
Well, I mean, isn't that your fault, not mine?
Why? But I hit the bell notification.
Yeah, but you're supposed to watch all the episodes that we've ever done. Ever on a loop.
Loop it. Stupid.
There's a playlist. There's Unboxed Politics playlist. Watch them all.
I think I have a playlist on there, but it's just me playing COD. I was going through the Halo campaign.
The playlist that I watched on a loop for a bit was the Book Revolution podcast, which everyone should listen to if they like books. Ollie made some recommendations that I eventually have to read.
Kinda, yeah. I think I only recommended 2 books, so 2 series of books.
Yes, 2. One of them is very long from what I hear.
Brenna's got a new show coming out.
And Brennan's
What do I recommend? The Belgariad, which is 5 books. It's followed by The Malorian, if you really liked it, which is another 5 books.
Right? This is how this shit works. It's like fucking The Wheel of Time. There's 23,000 books.
It's a Ponzi scheme of books.
And then I recommended
First bump is free.
Book from the Star Wars collection called I, Jedi to you.
Yeah, I think I would definitely read some Star Wars, like expanded universe stuff.
That's an individual book, and if you really like it, then you read the Rogue Squadron series, which is 9 books.
How come you get 17 picks in a row?
17
No. See, what Ollie does is he recommends a book that's part of a giant series, and then he's like, "It's a giant." Yeah, but you're like, if you read that book and you like it, there's 9 more books just like it. Like
no, the main character from that book is in these other books. That's all. So you get to.
That's what I'm saying. It's all like
character.
Shared universe continuity. You have to read the books. Anyway, there'll be more Book Revolution podcast episodes coming out when tax season ends and my wife has free time again.
Yeah, tax season is getting me too, dude. I've been busier than snot at work.
So because we're at the end of the episode, Mikey, put me in my own box.
Box him.
Box me.
You got it.
Black and white box him.
So once again, we would like to thank all the people who subscribe on our Patreon, including Ollie, Russell Canning, Hayden, Big on America, Blake Clairvert, and tons of mice. You guys keep the lights on. In some ways, quite literally. So go to the Bin Podcast, patreon.com/the Bin Podcast, become a patron. We have a free tier, and just in case, like, for some reason our YouTube channel disappears, you'll know that we didn't disappear.
Yeah.
Mikey needs bail money.
Mikey needs bail money. But you know, we've gotten a lot of support recently on Patreon, and we're putting content on there. And we have a couple of Q&As up there. There's a Brenna video up there.
Yes.
Everyone likes Brenna.
That might be your only way. That might be your only way to see Brenna for a while, because she's got different schedule than all of us now. So she's like, I might just record and report in, you know. So if you want to see her,
right? And if you are a patron, a patron on Patreon,
bleep mother froggers.
Don't say
exactly.
that, Tim.
Give us money. I'm not saying that you have to, but give us money.
Or
Please.
Just do the free one.
Or do the free one. Or
and then if you get $1 one week, you can give it to us maybe.
If you have like a spare $1, just like throw it in there.
And then you could take it away and then just stay on the free tier.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Do a paid tier for like a month. Get all the content that's under the paid tier,
and turn it off.
Turn it off.
That's cool. I get it. That's frugal. That just makes good sense.
But also like and subscribe on YouTube. We're also very close to getting. Mikey made a good point.
We need views.
He made a good point on the other show. Our long-term goals have now become like medium-term goals because of how fast the channel is growing,
which is good.
Which is very good. So
I'll sleep next year, y'all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We appreciate the support.
We're grateful.
We're grateful.
We love you. You're pretty.
You're really cute out there. You know that?
Bill, I'm gonna need you to be drug tested.
And honestly, the support we get on the channel motivates us to do more stuff.
With those when I went through puberty. Honka honka, we're all gonna die. Anyway.
we are all gonna die. So that's how I'll leave the episode. We're all gonna die. Bye everybody.
Good night and good luck.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cheers.
Oh, wrong
Apples
one.
out, people.
Goodbye and hope you survive.
Wait, wrong one. Here it is.